What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are looking at Compound today. Looking at Compound, without any further ado, it's just jumping right into it. From low here to high, we can see that we've actually found a nice bottom, a nice low, I shouldn't say bottom, in the sweet spot between $38 and $34 there, $35, something like that. Right in this, between the orange line and the white line, that's a sweet spot that I've kind of identified throughout many charts that I have done some TA on this channel. And looking at it, we might be finding resistance on the 0.5 here. That's not necessarily a good look, especially after, the way that this is kind of constructive to the downside, or maybe it's destructive. With something like this, we could move down below the 618, go to the 786, something like that, around $30. We might even go to about $27. That's also possible. Hard to say. We very well could hold this low. We might come down and form a double bottom and then bounce from there. There's a lot of possibilities from here. But looking at it on a daily time frame, looking at the RSI, we definitely look like we want to go lower. It looks like we've got this nice lower high range, lower low range. We can see here that from the top to, like, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Maybe from this high here. I don't know. I feel like I'm nitpicking this way. Kind of hard to say. Regardless of how respected or not this line looks, we do have lower highs, you can see that, and we do have lower lows. And if we were to come back down, we are in the oversold zone right now, and it looks like we actually rejected this area with this little move here. We could come down, form a higher low in the RSI while forming a lower low, at least on a closing basis. It doesn't have to be on a wicking basis, though it could, but a lower low on a closing basis than $39.94, so lower than $40. Maybe it takes us back into the sweet spot area. We form like a double bottom, something like that, and then move out of here. I really do like Compound, you guys. It's one of my favorite cryptos actually at the moment. I think that it has a lot of potential in the coming bull cycle. You can see here that while we had a downtrend right in the RSI on the daily, we actually are in the middle of an uptrend on the weekly. You have higher highs and higher lows. Could we come lower? Sure, we could come lower. But I don't think that we're going to go lower than this. And if we do, even if we were to come like right to the oversold zone and bounce from there, that's still a higher low. We could go lower. We definitely could. But all in all, I think it's going to be a higher low, and as would it be a higher low in the price as well. Maybe we go to about $29, $29.50. Maybe we go to $30, something like that at the lowest. But this very well could be the bottom, and we could be looking at a scenario where we see a double bottom in the coming week or weeks for this. And then by the time that happens, this thing seems to like to move up kind of quickly. If you go back in time, it definitely does move up rather quickly. With as low of a market cap as it is, let's see here, what's it at right now? Compound number 115. It was number 99 the other day, but now it's number 115. $286 million. If it was to 10x, that's 2.8 billion. 100x is 28.6 billion dollars. Is a $28.6 billion market cap achievable for something like Compound? I definitely think it is. So this is, from the current price, a 100xable coin. It could even be a 200xable coin. It might only be a 20xable coin. Who knows? But I do like this thing. I do think that it has serious potential. And if it were to gain ground and get upward to like the multi-hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap, which is hard to say, it could happen, but I don't bank on that at all. This thing could be worth a lot more. But by the end of this cycle, by the end of the bull cycle, I very much would expect that we have a chance of going around $8,000. It's worth $41 right now, and I mean it. It could go around $8,000. From top to bottom here, you can see that this 1618 extension is right there at $8,200 from the current price. If we were to take just a measurement of that, that's not the current price. Come on now. Current price, there we go. To where that 1618 is, that would be a near 200x, just under a 200x actually, around a 200x, but just under it. Again, that would be around like what, $56 billion? Yeah, $57 billion. That is, I guess technically this 1618 would be less than that. It'd probably be around like $55 billion. But that is achievable. That's an achievable market cap that not most cryptos, but some cryptos can see, especially if they're in the top 100, especially if they're relevant, they gain popularity, they gain ground, blah, 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 all that stuff. What's nice to see about Compound, and why I think that it has this potential beyond just that, is you've got a lot of volume here coming off of this like double bottom that you have in your overall cycle. You're moving sideways, nice area of accumulation, very high volume here on your actual all-time low, or no, is that not? I guess this is your all-time low, but very nice volume here on this low here, and then a lot of good volume here as well on your double bottom itself. So coming out of that with this kind of price action, engulfing just all of this in a matter of a couple weeks, it's nice to see. It really is nice to see. And yes, we're having a retracement, so what? It's common, it's normal. We actually literally went to, again, the area that is known on this channel as the sweet spot, right between the golden ratio, the 618 here, and the 0.69 area. That is a good area to kind of look for significance if you're planning on this thing going up higher, which I think it will. I really do think it will. So if and when it decides to turn around, you could see something like this, before it sees another momentary top, something above $110, maybe up to $148. Let's see what it did this last time, actually. If we were to take this top here to this bottom, went up to the 1272, so not quite that high, right? I would say, yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see, from top here to bottom here, maybe we move up to the 1272. That would take us above $100, so we're at 4160, and that could happen in a very short amount of time. That literally could be, and I would think before the end of this year, you will see a triple-digit compound. Maybe it goes there and then comes back down. Maybe it goes there and expands. Who knows? But something up here, even up to the 148, even up to the 1886, all the way up at $188, I think is possible by the end of this year. But in the meantime, what's it going to do? I don't really know. I don't know if anybody knows. It could go up a little bit, but it might go down. I kind of would expect that it goes down. It's not looking so healthy. You kind of have a double top up here. The 4-hour RSI does look weak, and I think that as far as like the daily goes too, you're in this downtrend. It would make sense to me to get a lower daily close. Maybe not a lower wick overall, maybe, but we could get that as well. But a lower daily close, form some bullish divergence, and then from there we can talk about moving up. That's kind of my expectation. So down now, up later, and then by the end of the year, probably prices that are above $100, maybe even above $200. And we're at 41.64 right now. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye. Adios.